Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the Rocket Shop. My name is Philip and today I am making a video on the effects of the Ukraine war on the space industry. But first of all, I just want to express some personal thoughts on the topic. Pretty much every one of you who's not living on the dark side of the moon should have heard by now what's going on down there in Ukraine. The country is currently being invaded by Russia and there's almost no hope for the people in there. The people in Ukraine are terrorized by war. They are in fear, in pain, they suffer from it. And that all just because one man wasn't able to control his ego. In this an unnecessary war in which people die for nothing, my thoughts are with you, the people of Ukraine. And I hope that you all will be okay, and that this war will be over soon, and as many of you as possible can be saved from certain death. But these are just some personal words from me, and only my thoughts on the topic. But I believe that most of you, my viewers, are the same opinion anyway. But now to the real content of this video. How does the ongoing war in Ukraine affect the world of spaceflight? And how does Team Space stand with Ukraine? First of all, the topic most of us heard about already, the American-Russian cooperation on the International Space Station. After all, there are Russian cosmonauts up there right at this moment. Fortunately, the astronauts on the ISS don't seem to be in any sort of conflict. On the ground, however, there's a lot of tension between the US and Russia. For example, Dmitry Rogozin, the head of the Russian space agency Roscosmos, threatened to pull out of the Russian involvement and subsequent Soyuz missions to the station. He even threatened to let the ISS deorbit over the United States, since the Soyuz wouldn't be there anymore to stabilize the orbit of the station. And I am apparently not the only one led in belief that Rogozin doesn't know of SpaceX's existence. The United States, however, seem to hold onto the ISS even if Russia should pull out of the program, but knowing that the cost of operating a storage station alone would be immense. Furthermore, the US announced sanctions against Russia's aerospace industry, which are going to affect the Russian space program and their ISS involvement significantly. So far on the ISS, but there are more reactions and some uncertainties on the Ukraine crisis. For example, Russia has excluded NASA from the cooperation on the Venera D mission to Venus. However, this isn't a big loss for NASA, since there are 2 more missions to Venus planned for the decade. NASA is involved in both of them. Another problem involves Russian engines used on American launch vehicles, affecting the Atlas V and Antares vehicles in particular. Northrop Grumman, the manufacturer of the Antares, has refused to comment on what's going to happen to their vehicle and its Russian engines in the future. But there have been reports coming in that the factory where the first stages of Antares is built has been destroyed, so we can't be sure about that yet, but it doesn't look good for this vehicle. On the other hand, Tori Bruno, the CEO of United Launch Alliance, the manufacturer of the Atlas V, stated that they have all the engines they will need for future missions already in the US. Therefore, the last few missions on Atlas will fly in the next years before retiring are safe and will happen. But there are 2 more companies to keep an eye on. One of them is the British internet provider OneWeb, who are currently installing an internet satellite constellation operating in direct competition to Starlink. These satellites have previously been launching on Soyuz rockets, but that likely won't be the case anymore. The real problem is that there is a bunch of satellites currently stuck in Kazakhstan. These satellites were slated to launch on a Soyuz just a few days from now, but the mission has since been cancelled and the future of these satellites is uncertain. The other company is the American small-sat launch company Firefly Aerospace. Part of their company is located in Ukraine. They have a research and development center there. Already a few weeks ago, Firefly's co-owner Max Polyakov, who is a Ukrainian himself, pulled out of the company and sold all his stock to Firefly's CEO Tom Markusich. He claimed to have been forced to do this by US national security officers, but there has been a lot of confusion around all of that. Well, I guess we now know why this all happened. There's a war there after all. As of now, Firefly's offices in Ukraine are closed, and we can only hope that the engineers are okay. And the last reaction I personally know of came from SpaceX's CEO Elon Musk. Being addressed by the Ukrainian Minister of Digital Transformation, he unlocked the Starlink service for Ukraine and responded, stating that more terminals are underway. A really good move in my eyes. And that's about it for all reactions on the current situation in Ukraine out of the world of spaceflight. But everything that we can do is hope that this war won't take too long and as much people as possible can be saved. Thank you for watching, and until the next video, we stand with Ukraine. Cheers.